Powerful time of worship together. And the reason for that, I believe wholeheartedly, is because you all are understanding, just like I am, that worship's not a spectator sport. It's a chance that we have to participate and to be active participants in what God is doing. And so thank you for being a part of that with us tonight. We've been here over the last few weeks. You know that at Public House, we've been talking about this idea of breaking chains. That there's a freedom that God has for us, and that our relationship with God is more than just, hey, he saved us so that we could someday go to heaven. That's a little piece of it. But Jesus said, I have come that you might have life and have it to the full, right here, right now, today. That we can be free from the shackles of sin and shame and guilt. We can be free from the brokenness of fear and anxiety and depression. We can find peace and joy. We can choose that in our life and experience the fullness and freedom of God in our lives right here and right now. That's what Jesus came for. Not just to give us the hope of something someday, but to set us free today. And I think some of us, it's been really cool to watch what God's been doing in our lives. Some of us in this room have found very real freedom over the last few weeks. And even in some of our conversations, whether it's in small groups or discipleship groups, and let me just say this, if you're not in one of those, we'd love to get you connected, because those conversations take this conversation way deeper. It's pretty amazing. And if you'd like to be a part of that, Pastor Matt's back in the back. He'd love to get you plugged in and connected with that. But some of the conversations that have been happening over the last few weeks, I can tell God is just freeing some of us up to experience the fullness that he has for us. And I pray that God continues to do that. Tonight we're going to be, I just have to apologize in advance. I'm going to be using the F word a lot tonight. I'm going to use the F word a lot. Yeah, it's forgiveness. I'm using that, listen, and for some of us in this room, that word is way more taboo than the other F word, right? There's some of, if we're really honest with ourselves, right? There's some of us in this room that just to utter the idea that I will forgive, especially that one person or that one situation that we want to harbor, for us to let go and forgive is just a yucky word. In fact, some of us in this room are really harboring and holding on to some deep brokenness, and maybe rightfully so. You should feel broken and pain and heartache and all that, but you are just hanging on to that, refusing to forgive, because you're under the mistaken belief that you're actually hurting the other person by not forgiving them. Tonight, I want us to look at this passage